Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology and other behavioral analysis. And what I like to do is combine psychology and spirituality and kind of provide you with the tools in order for you to grow and heal and maybe even dabble into your own psychic abilities. So this is the Meta Movement. I like to record this live on TikTok 3 times a week, and then I post over on YouTube. So thank you so much for being here. I see a few of you guys just jumping in. Say hi. Oh, hello, love. Hey, Caitlin. How are you? Hi. Good morning, Judy. Hi, guys. Well, it's morning maybe for some of you. Where are you? Let me know where you are. I'm coming to you from Southwest Florida. It is 12:01 p.m. Eastern time here. So say hi. Let me know where you guys are from. We're going to do some free readings for you guys. I do have some cool things to show you on my website. I have some information about spirituality. We're going to talk about your own abilities and basically how to come into your own abilities. So hello. How are you, California, Georgia? It's 12:01 here also. Awesome. Hello. How are you? Welcome in, guys. Say hi. So today we're going to be doing messages from your guides. I'm going to be doing intuitive energy readings for things that you need to know, maybe energy that's coming up that you need to embrace, or maybe even some clarity. I have no idea what's going to come through today. But if you do have a specific question, I will direct you right to the link in my bio, and I'll show you what that looks like a little bit later. Okay. Awesome. We're interested in your own abilities. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about, I think what I want to talk about today is like recognizing your abilities, because we all have abilities. It's like, this is what I like to tell people. Have you ever, like, maybe you drive in the same way to work every day or in your neighborhood, and one day you notice something different, whether you say, was that house always orange, or was that sign always there? And now that you recognize it, now that it's in your reality, you recognize it every time you pass it. Well, your psychic abilities are the same thing, guys. Like, we have it deep down inside. We have it. We just may not know what it looks like or feels like. And the moment we do, the moment we recognize it and say, oh my God, that's it. It doesn't go away. It can't go away. You're going to recognize it all the time. So I'll talk to you guys a little bit about my first experience. And we can talk about readings. So Christina C, will I get pregnant this cycle? Look, Christina, lucky for you, I have 50% off all my readings, which include medical readings, fertility readings. Hey, okay, Dominique's in here. Awesome. So Dominique is my lovely and talented moderator, Black and Pink 12. She also goes by. So if you guys have any questions, you can definitely tag her, ask her, especially if I can't see you. Okay. Awesome. So help protecting your energy, things like that. Okay, great. We'll talk about all that stuff. Let me write it down. Let me just write it down. Protecting your energy and recognizing your abilities. We'll get into that. Definitely. We'll do some free readings. I am going to talk about like a cool creative package that I've created just for you guys. Okay. So I know there's some people in here, so I'll just quickly touch upon it. Now, as an intuitive psychic and medium, I can connect to your energy, and I do read your energy with tarot as well, but I do receive a lot of messages and visuals just by saying your name. So what I've created is a special type of reading for you. And this is not it's available during my live, but it's not my special. So last week what I did was I created this mystery box of crystals. Now, if you guys know me, I used to have a crystal shop that there's so many crystals in it and I'm minimalizing. So I've come up with a creative way to help you guys out a little bit. So I do an intuitive reading. I speak with your guides, and then I choose crystals or other metaphysical tools that I'm guided from your guides that you need, whether it's tarot, crystals, certain types of jewelry, or pendulums, whatever it is. So I've created a limited amount, because it takes a lot of energy. I've created a limited amount of these boxes. And I even designed the box myself and everything that goes in it. And then I give you a handwritten reading, which tells you what each crystal is for and how you need to specifically use it. So, let me give you just like a little tidbit of this box that I made this morning. Okay. So, here is the crystal box, and all the boxes will look different. So like, Like, here's an example of another box that I made. They're all the same size boxes, but they'll all look different and they're all creatively done different. Now, when I speak to your guides, they're going to tell me what you intuitively need, and your box will come filled. Some stuff may not even fit in here because I have such large crystals. So here is an example. This is crystals, herbs, and oils for a higher consciousness or a higher connection. In this box specifically, you'll see that there's a little titanium aura quartz in there, handmade jewelry and crystals that I make, whether it's pendulums. This one specifically has a tarot deck, so if it calls for you to have a tarot deck, yours will come with it. And there's all types of crystals that are packed in here, guys, and you'll get a handwritten reading telling you what each one is for, because there is a purpose. I'm not just throwing a bunch of crystals in your box. I am going with what your guides and the cards are telling me that you need, okay, according to your energy. So I'll show you guys a little bit more of this a little bit later, but there's all jewelry is handmade by me, whether your guides tell me to make it for you or not. So if you do receive pendulums or crystals or jewelry in your box, you will not have seen them before because I will have made them just for you. So it does, yes, there's only 10 boxes because I'm going to spend the entire week doing it. And I will probably cut the boxes off, even if they don't sell out. I'll cut them off at a certain time because it does take a lot of energy to do. And I like to make them personal just for you in your journey. Okay. All right. So let's get to some readings. Let's do this. Some messages from your guides. I feel like some of you guys need some. Oh yeah. So how do you get these, right? If you go to the link in my bio, it'll take you right to my website. It's snipfeed.co/Katie Maike Psychic. And when you get to this page, here, let me just show you what it looks like. All right. All right. So you get to my page, and there's a little blue arrow. All right. And that blue arrow, under that blue arrow, you click on there. It'll open up to my website. There I am. Okay, so there's a 50% off reading. So normally the readings are $44. Today they are $22. And if right underneath it, there's the mystery crystal box. So these are $100 for the entire box, which includes the reading, all the crystals, and includes shipping. Okay? All right. Okay, guys, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's do some readings. So during this live, I would like, do you guys think we can get to 50,000 likes today? You guys think we can get to 50,000 likes? That would be awesome. All you have to do is double tap on that screen and that throws some hearts up on here for me. And it's much appreciated. So you guys ready to get some messages from your guides? Oh, hey, Katie, how are you? Hi, you guys ready to get some messages from your guides? Okay, so all you have to do is say your name in the comments. That means that you want some type of intuitive message or reading from your guides. And I do feel like there's some like uplifting energy. Like I feel cheerleader energy. I feel like there's going to be some maybe positive affirmations for you. I should be able to tell you maybe a crystal or a chakra that's blocked. We'll see. Okay, Marissa, message for you, Marissa. Okay, from your guides. What does Marissa need to know? Okay, that's so crazy. So I saw a turtle moving really slow, and then I got the hermit. The hermit flew out with the Knight of Swords, okay? Hermit and the Knight of Swords. So this is telling me, first of all, if you want to know what crystals are on here, I have turquoise and ametrine. Ametrine is basically like half-heated amethyst that turns into citrine. But I do feel like I have to tell you that your path is completely unique, even to those in your family. And there is going to be some battles that you may face trying to be you. And I feel like you just have to pick and choose them carefully, because I feel like you have to realize that when people are coming at you for being who you are, it's triggering them because they aren't authentic to who they are. So they somehow feel like they have to stop you, or they somehow feel like they have to criticize you. But what's happening is they're actually projecting. They're actually criticizing themselves because it's like cognitive dissonance. We can't understand if our brain feels one way and our body, our emotions, our motives are completely opposite. So it's really important for us to align with our true life purpose, our true morals, what we really think deep down inside, and then kind of just like let everybody else do their own thing, and realize that if anybody comes at you for being true to yourself, that means that they're just projecting their own traumas or their own beliefs onto you, okay? It's not actually you. All right? What causes blockages? This is great. So blockages are caused by programming. Blockages are caused by negative programming or negative intentions, okay? And this is what I feel, this is what I have to say, okay? So let's say as a young child, you were a loud child, and your parents were always telling you to shut up, always telling you to be quiet, always telling you that you were too loud, but they were doing it because your voice was not comfortable. It wasn't comfortable for them to be around loud noise. It triggered them. So you grew up thinking that you had to be quiet, or maybe you even grew up and later on people said you were shy and reinforced the shy behavior. So that initial programming of someone telling you that who you originally were wasn't good enough, that you had to hide that loudness, you had to hide your voice at a young age because it was too loud, it was too much, people don't like it. That is a block. That's causing a block. So if it goes against who you are supposed to be, if it goes against your true soul inside, your true convictions, who you are as a person, because we are social beings. We want acceptance. But if we have to trade for acceptance, for example, like love, if we have to do things for love, then we get a block there because we try to figure out why we can't invite love into our life that is different. And it's because we haven't changed anything from childhood. Okay? So here we go. Adriana, message for you. Okay, so I got the Ace of Wands for you. This is Garnet. Garnet is also kind of has to do with health. It has to do with a lot of like blood flow, really like healthy blood flow. So people that wear Garnet for health reasons, just know that it's like a really powerful stone. So if you wear Garnet and you feel sick to your stomach, it could actually be the stone, the energy of Garnet. So the Ace of Wands is telling me to tell you to follow your passions, okay? And allow yourself time to have passions. Like, don't feel guilty for giving yourself time, okay? We're allowed to say no to others so that we can say yes to ourselves. And I think that is definitely something that you need to invite into your life just a little bit more and know that it's okay. If you're doing it and it feels weird, it's just because you're not used to it. Once you get used to it, you're going to know that it feels right, okay? There's nothing wrong with, this is the idea. A lot of people heard the word selfish when they were younger. A lot of people. I am having a beautiful day. Thank you. A lot of people heard the word selfish. But guess what? Think about the word selfish. Who would have made that word up? Not the person who was thinking of themselves. The person who wanted the attention and the other person wasn't giving it to them. That is the person who makes up the word selfish. Because that's just insane to say that you're thinking too much about yourself. Who else is going to think about you if you don't? Right? April, message from your guides. Ooh, I got the Eight of Pentacles. This is malachite. Ooh, malachite is the stone of transformation. It's really digging deep into your soul about what you actually believe in. And let's just talk about food, for example. A lot of us go our entire lives and we listen to what the media and people and books say about food, what's healthy, what's not healthy. But I mean, if you've ever really watched a documentary, you see that whoever is paying for the documentary is going to get people on their side. That is going to tell you what's good or bad. Like a heart surgeon. Do you think a heart surgeon is going to tell you how to keep a healthy heart when they make a living off of non-healthy hearts? They are hoping that your heart is unhealthy so that they can fix it. Isn't that the idea of why they dedicate their life? I mean, they probably think to themselves, like, I want to help people. But at the end of the day, if they truly did help everyone, then they would be out of a job, right? So there needs to be, like, I don't see them, like, teaching people. But I have watched 2 documentaries back to back. One that said that meat was really good for you, and that Cheerios were like really good for you, and the next one said that meat was really bad for you, even like wheat products were really bad for you. I mean, and they were doctors in both documentaries. There were doctors in both documentaries. Like, so who's right? Just us. We know. Only we know. I can't tell you exactly what to eat unless I connect to your guides and they give me a hint and help you. But there's, healing plants, herbs, like the earth, okay? There is a connection to food. We lose that connection to food. And that's why a lot of us maybe even overeat sometimes. I've done this diet before where I lost a lot of weight simply by looking at a wall when I ate. And you guys are going to be like, what? But I was trying to make that mind-body connection again with food. I was trying to, instead of distracting myself while I ate, and then in 15 minutes, I'm like, I'm still hungry. It's because it takes 20 minutes for your body to respond from your stomach to your brain that you're full. But if you're not looking at your food and taking your time, then you're going to assume that you're still hungry and you might overeat. Okay. So there's so many like mindful things and connections to our truth, the universal truth. And I feel like if a lot of you guys are getting confused on what to believe, stop watching TV, stop watching the news. Okay. Stop listening to outside sources, and what you feel drawn to, let it come into your life. Don't go searching for it, okay? Well, I mean, I guess you can go searching for it. Maybe you need to go on a journey, right? All right, guys, I just want to say, if those of you are looking to connect with me today, I have 50% off readings just for people in my live. So the live, the 50% off ends at the end of the live, which I'm going to try to go till 1:32, so maybe another hour, an hour and a half. So 50% off readings, what you would do is you click on that 50% right on my website, and then you tell me any type of reading you want, from mediumship, fertility, career, finances, if you want an aura reading, an energy reading, those are all available. And if you want to know like the types of readings I do, just keep scrolling and you can see the regular price readings. And then you can just type that in. So let me tell you a little bit about how I started my journey and how I recognized the very first time I recognized my psychic abilities. So a lot of you guys may wish it and hope for it, and you feel so attracted to it, and you're just like, but when will mine come in, and what do they look like? And I got to stop you there, because you're just not going to know until you let go of what you think it's supposed to look like, because it's different in all of us. It comes through differently in all of us. Some of us might get really strong visions. Some of us might hear words. Some of us might get songs that play in our head. Some of us might get feelings. Some of us might smell things, or taste things. It's all different, but it's the slightest feeling change that goes on in your body. So it's important for you to have to clear your mind first. So I wake up this one day I wake up and I say, okay, universe, take me. I want to help people. I know this is supposed to be my journey. I know, but I don't know how to do it. So send me the signs, send me. So I wake up and I turn on the TV. And mind you, I've been like following my synchronicities for about a year or 2 years at this point, like number signs, all of these things, 11, 11, 12, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, like all up, every up and down, all kinds of numbers, right? So I turn on the TV and I see Orange is the New Black, and there's a woman standing in an orange jumpsuit on the screen, and I get this weird feeling in my stomach, and I was like, what's that? Like, well, I have no idea what that is. Like, I didn't get any messages. Like, I just feel this weird feeling. So I like turn over and I open my phone, and I go on my news feed, and there's another woman, not the same woman, but a woman in her mugshot in an orange jumpsuit. And I immediately go, synchronicity. It didn't have to be numbers. Synchronicity. Okay, so who is this woman? And I look at her name, and I actually didn't know her name, but I knew her last name, and I worked with her mother about 7 years before. So I clicked on her mother's name, and I said, hey, Tracy, I haven't talked to you in a long time, but I feel really drawn to give you a reading. I'm just starting out. Can I just give you a simple reading? And she goes, oh, yeah, sure, honey. Go for it. And so she was really welcoming, and I gave her just a simple past, present, future tarot reading. But at the end of the reading was when my psychic abilities presented themselves and I didn't realize it. So I saw this outline of her body in black and her chest was beaming in bright red. And then I saw 2 small yellow circles down in her pelvic area. Feel free to double tap on the screen and give this live some likes while I'm talking about this. So I told her and I said, I have to tell you, like, it's like one of those things I just feel like I can't not tell you, but I don't know what it means. But your chest is just beaming, beaming, beaming. Thanks, guys. And she goes, well, I have COPD and I actually have an appointment on Friday, so I'll ask them about it. So Friday goes by and I text her and she goes, well, they said my chest was fine. But I am still drawn to like what you said, so I'm going to go get a mammogram. Well, I actually didn't hear from her for about a month, 2 months went by, and then she pings me with a picture of her breast surgery. She goes, well, you were right. I had breast cancer, even though I didn't tell her she had breast cancer. She said it was my breast cancer, but we caught it just in time. And we were both crying and I was just in this like amazement that I was able to bring this information to someone that could have potentially saved, I don't know if it could have saved her life. Maybe it could have saved her life. And that gave me this boost of confidence. And it also clarified that was an intuitive or psychic message that was coming through. So I held on to that. Okay. And I said, all right, I must have information. I must be able to get information that helps people. I can't not do this for people. So I came out to the public and I started to do free readings. And I did a lot of free readings for people. And then a couple months went by and my friend had messaged me back and she said, you know, those 2 small yellow circles you said you saw in my pelvic area. She goes, well, I had a colonoscopy and the doctor found 2 cancerous masses in my colon and they were able to take them out. And that gave me this other boost of confidence that I didn't have before. But at the end of the day, I realized that I always had those abilities. Like to this day, the very first reading I ever did, I helped diagnose someone with cancer. So I can't ever go back now and say that I never had it or that it's changed or that it's grown. It's just my perspective that's grown because I had it since day 1, my very first reading I ever did. So you guys have that ability too. It just takes a perspective change or a perspective shift in order for you to see it. Okay. So if anybody would like a reading that is normally priced $44, they are 50% off right now. The link is right in my bio. This includes medical, fertility readings. It's mediumship reading. So if you want to connect to a past loved one, let me know who you want to connect with. Yeah, mediumship readings, things like that. So the very first time I ever did a mediumship reading, let me tell you what happened. So it was like midnight and I'm going to bed and I get this like image of this woman and I have no idea who she is. But then she starts showing me pictures of another lady and an older lady ballroom dancing in the kitchen. And I recognized one of the women. It was my softball coach from college. And I was like, what is going on? I said, is this mediumship reading? And when I said that, all of these like visuals started to come through from her life that I didn't recognize. And I was like, okay. So let me write this down and I'm going to go to bed. So I go to bed and she's like, nope, the message wasn't gone. Like you need to keep going. So like, I just kept getting more messages. So I write them down. The next day I try to contact her and I say, oh, thank you so much for purchasing. Okay, I asked for a health reading. You explained my anxiety to me. I really felt like you knew me. Oh, thank you so much for saying that, Amanda. Thank you. So let me tell you, it took a lot of convincing her that I knew that this was a mediumship reading. Hi, I have someone from the other side that wants to speak to you. She thought I was like someone hacked my account and I was like a scammer on Messenger. But it took a lot of guts and a lot of like, I'm an effective communicator. Let me get this message to you. I can't stop. I can't let fear keep me from giving you this message. So eventually what I found out was she had a wife long before I even knew her. And she passed away and she lived with her wife's mother and her mother was a ballroom dancer and used to teach them how to ballroom dance in their kitchen. So it was a very, very emotional experience afterwards, but you know, long story short. Okay. Are your readings in a video or live call? So I have both available. If you keep scrolling down, you see the candle flames. This is where I do one-on-one readings. If you stay like at the top of my page, this is where I do video responses. So right now the $22 or 50% off is off the $44 readings, which is a 3 to 8 minute video response reading. Okay. And that's normally what I do, medical readings, fertility readings. So I do have people that ask me about the origin of pain. I have people ask me about medication. I'm just going to tell you, I'm not a doctor. I can't specifically tell you yes or no to use things, but I can use tarot and they can help to give you some insight on how it's working or not working for your body. But at the end of the day, guys, just know that I am not a doctor. I am receiving these messages intuitively. And a lot of you who have had medical readings from me, you know that a lot of the words that I get, I don't know where they come from. Some of them I'm just like, I don't know if this is even a thing, and it scares me to even say it, but like everyone's like, oh, that's right. So someone says, do you do them now? So I don't do the paid readings live, and I don't do medical readings live because at the end of the day, I guess I've been trained from my master's in psychology to keep like medical information and stuff like that under wraps, but sometimes like if it comes out, I ask if it's okay. I do have an urgent response if you need a question done right away. But I do have, it's about 48 to 72 hour return on your readings. And not just because I have a lot of readings to do, so I just can't promise it back in the same day. But if you do click the urgent response, you can get any of the readings within 4 hours, usually right after the reading. So I'm going to jump over to the mystery boxes right now, and I'm going to see how many we have. So if you guys missed the mystery boxes, they comes with a personalized reading where I connect to your guides and I choose crystals and I make jewelry and whatever you need for your journey, whatever is required. So for those who purchased the 4 last week, they just went out in the mail Saturday/today because it does take me a while to do it. So that's why there's a limited amount here. I'm just going to jump on here. And if anyone is interested in purchasing one of those boxes, all you have to do is click the link in my bio and you'll see it right under that. Okay. Oh, you purchased a box. Yay. Yes. All right. And, you know, I like to take my time and really give you guys something that is authentic. Okay, so that's why I ask you to be patient. Okay. Okay, let's do some more readings. Let's see if there's any orders that came through. Okay. Caitlin, message for you, Caitlin. Connect to your guides. Caitlin, what do you need to know? Oh, Caitlin, I feel like you have to cry. You need to cry more. You need to let it out. Okay? Look at this. You got the Page of Pentacles. I am open to opportunities for personal growth. Okay, and look, sometimes if we constantly feel like crying, it's because we're actually keeping ourselves from flooding our emotions, from letting our emotions out. And when we hold emotions in, that can create negative blocks. That can even create physical ailments, okay? Energy, negative trapped energy can create physical ailments in us, whether it's our weight, whether it's in our liver, whether it's cancer, whether it's our lungs, whether it's our throat, it can create, it's physical. If anybody has ever, you can go, this is a psychology study from way back, but there's a movie on Netflix about the Zimbardo prison experiment. And I taught this to a lot of my psychology teachers, psychology students. And this Zimbardo experiment was so psychologically fucked up that a lot of the patients had physical rashes, physical skin irritation, stomach pains. Their mental stress manifested into physical form. So it's very, very possible. Okay, that's why it's important for us to let go and release. And guess what, guys? A lot of energy comes in the sound of sound. So like, don't be a quiet crier. Cry like, like even if you just gotta, like even if you just gotta let it out, it's the vibrations will leave your body, okay? And if you're just like, I can't do that. Then go in a quiet corner and do it. Like, who gives a shit what other people think? You're healing. You're making yourself better. Okay? Because you got a lot of shit to like let go of, like even childhood stuff. Okay? I'm talking about. All right. So I have 8 mystery boxes left. 8 mystery boxes left, guys. So let me show you them quickly again. If you, all the boxes are going to look different. Like I said, just not what's inside the box, but the boxes themselves are going to be created, designed differently. And they're going to be completely packed because I don't want to take these crystals on the road. I can't. I'm minimalizing and I'm going to be a traveling psychic. So this is why I'm packing your boxes full of crystals that you need on your journey. Look at this beautiful, this is golden sheen obsidian. See that golden sheen on that? You may not get this exact crystal, this exact combination because it's intuitively to you, but it's possible that you'll get some of the same because I have so many. This is rose quartz in here. I have a rainbow obsidian sphere. I have a Lemurian crystal for meditation. I have some large ones, small ones. Not all your crystals will fit in here, guys, because like I have some large ones too. I have large pieces. So, just know that this one actually comes with a tarot deck. So some of them might come with tarot decks. Some of them might come with other intuitive tools, whether I make them or I already have them. I don't go out and buy stuff for your box. This is stuff that I am drawn to create for you. Okay. Look at that. So cute. Look, I even put like a little aura quartz on the inside of this box. But I have some celestite in here. I have, this one has a beautiful pink geode. It's a pink amethyst geode. This is from the Patagonia Mountains in Argentina. It's from the El Choqui mine. I know where a lot of these crystals came from. I have like personal connection when purchasing them. So yeah, I also, if I make anything for you, you probably won't, yes, this is the $100 box, includes shipping and includes the free reading. All these crystals come in it, and the crystals will be intuitively chosen for you, and you will be told how and why the crystal's there and how to use it, okay? But anything that I make, you won't see on my website. I will probably make it specifically for you because I will be shown an image of what it looks like, of what I'm supposed to make. So there's a lot of energy and love that goes into this, but I do you add list of what's in them? Yeah, so I'm hoping maybe some of you that have had it in the past will maybe do like a little video of what it looks like, but when I do the handwritten reading is the crystals that you need, why you need it, and how to use it. So I actually like draw pictures of the crystals of what's in the box because, I mean, no two boxes are the same. So I draw the crystals and tell you the name of it so that you can like identify it, okay? All right. Yes, thank you so much. It takes about 48 to 72 hours to get a reading back to you, sometimes less. But if you have an urgent question, I would ask that you just click that urgent response and I get to it as soon as I'm done the live, okay? Let's switch decks right now. Okay, let's see some blocks in our life. You guys want to know some blocks? Because blocks are what keep us from being our highest self, the best version of us, okay? So we're going to go through some blocks. I'm going to use my Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. I have 8 of those boxes left. And it's $100, includes the reading. It includes a detailed description of how to use the crystals. Includes the handmade box, which no two boxes will be the same, and no two contents of the boxes will be the same, okay? So I appreciate all of you who need something like that in your life, and you purchase that for me. Believe me, I take my time. And there's some cool extra gifts that I throw in the box too, just because that I've made or whatever. Okay, Rebecca. All right, don't forget to double tap on that screen, guys. Let's get this live to 50,000 likes today. I've never had 100,000 like live, but you never know. Okay, here we go. Blocks for you, love. Okay, I got Angel Aura Quartz for you. Now, this is telling me to kind of like not take things so seriously, like what other people say, because I feel like maybe there's this idea of like, okay, I feel like maybe people around you have this, I don't know what to call it, like an underlying tone to what they say, and you pick up on it. Like you can pick up on that when someone's being sarcastic or, I don't know. I just get this idea of like a little brother or a big brother that calls you fat and then says, I'm just kidding. Like it's one of those stupid things where they say it but they don't mean, they say they don't mean it, but it sticks to you. And I feel like there's this energy of you realizing that the people that do that to you or speak to you that way, that is their response to their trauma. That is their response to their family trauma. That's how they deal with people. That's how they speak to people, because they had to develop some type of thick skin to be spoken to. And that is programmed in them. Like, it's, you know what, guys, the programming that happens within us happens when we aren't even conscious of it. It's like under 8 years old is when we get programmed. Okay, like 1 year old, 2 years old, 3 years old, we are programmed by that. So if you have a father who treats an older sibling that way, and you can either respond one of two ways. You could say, oh no, I'm going to join in on my dad so I'm not like at the end of the jokes. Or you can say, oh my gosh, like well, most of the time we do that. Most of the time we join in with the adult so that we can have a better experience, or we let our walls down so that we can have a better experience as a child, because we don't really have the ability to have boundaries and follow orders of adults at the same time. It's kind of impossible, right? Because you have your own intuition as a child and things you want to do, but there's an adult that's always saying yes or no, yes you can, no you can't, going against the child's intuition. So as a child, we have to find a way to deal with that. And sometimes we end up being strategic in our words, in our behaviors. So let's get away from that. Okay. Do you ship to Canada for the boxes? It said it was available in my region. Okay, so Katie, what I might be able to do is, I do know when I ship to Canada, it goes by weight, and it tends to be close to $30 to $50 for shipping to Canada. So just, Katie, I know you've gotten readings from me before. If you could just DM me, and then what I'll do is I'll try to like put some international shipping on there. But if it's available, if it says it's available in your region right now, then that's US only. Like I have US only. If it's available, you can try it. Okay, that's what I'll say. All right, here we go. Let's do some more readings. Blocks, okay? Double tap on that screen, guys. We're halfway there, trying to get to 50,000 likes today. All right. All right, Natalie. Here we go, Natalie. All right, bringing in the light. So I feel like your guides really want you to open up your chakras, okay? Specifically, when you meditate, you want to picture your crown chakra, like a crown kind of spinning, and you want to picture it absorbing light into your body, all the way down to your feet, all the way down to your fingertips, and you want to start your meditation being completely full of light, almost like you're taking a bath in light from the inside out. And when we do that, when we take deep breaths and we fill ourselves with light, there's just this higher vibration that we enter naturally. And if a lot of you guys see that, like, well, how do I get away from an ex? How do I get away from this situation? Raise your vibration. How do I raise my vibration? Breathing and meditation, and then recognizing the behaviors that were contributing to the other person's behavior. Okay, so if you didn't have boundaries and you were allowing that person into your life, and now you have boundaries, you have now risen above and your vibration is higher. That person might just miss you, you know. So just know that. Oh, yes, not. Wait, let's see. 10, 7 boxes left. There's 7 boxes left, guys. I love doing these for 2 reasons. One, I get to fill you guys up with crystals because, believe me, I'm not stingy on this. If you guys have seen some of my lives where I had, how do you get comfortable and believe in yourself with what you are seeing? Oh, awesome idea, guys. Okay, great. Let me tell you about this. So when I started my journey, I said to myself, well, how is there any validity in what I say? How do I gain validity in what I say? And the only way I could think of is to get out there and do readings for people. So the very first month I ever did readings, I went on Facebook only. I created a page because it's easier through like Messenger to get pings and stuff. And I would say to everyone, I'm giving, I said, send me a blue heart emoji if you want a free energy reading. I'm just starting out. And at the end of the reading, I would just appreciate an honest review on my page. And basically when I did that, it was like 70 to like 100, 150 readings I did. And I got a chunk 50 to 70 reviews in the first month. But it's not just about that. It's about the feedback that you get from these people when you're working one-on-one and they say, oh, this is exactly like you hit on this, you hit on this. And how I did the readings was I just had people's names and I'd sit and meditate and then I'd write everything down on a piece of paper. I would take a picture of the paper and then I would send it back to them in Messenger and then they would read it and give me some type of feedback. When they gave me feedback, I was then able to be like, okay, this made sense. All right. This was a metaphor. This wasn't real. This is what I have to recognize next time. And by the more readings I did on that level of learning my abilities, the more feedback people gave me and the easier it was for me to kind of navigate. Now I'll tell you the hardest thing for me was, because I didn't understand this, was that energy readings from people come in differently than mediumship readings. So somebody who has passed away versus somebody who is alive. When I am doing live readings on people who are living, I get a lot of metaphors sometimes. I get a lot of metaphors that I'm supposed to kind of figure out what that means in their life. But when it's mediumship, they're sending me memories, pictures, and I have to recognize that. So it did, let me tell you other things like messages when I get mediumship messages. So I might see my grandmother's house. I might see somebody running around in my grandmother's house, and I just know I'm supposed to say that is their grandmother's house. I may not know what their grandmother's house looks like, but I know what mine does. So my brain puts that person in my grandmother's house, so I know that that's the scenario I'm supposed to talk about. So there's different ways that my brain communicates with me, or the spirit can, I say my brain, but spirit communicates with me, but my brain is using things that I already know. Because if they were to use just everything that I didn't know, then how would I translate that? How would I know to find the words? For example, I have a hard time with names because I feel like people try to spell names out, and I don't know if my ego gets in the way and I try to figure out what the name is before I get the entire message. So sometimes I freak out when I get names and I'm like, okay, well, I know it started with a J, maybe a J-A, so I'm just going to stick with that. And I get kind of self-conscious and I just stick with the name like that because there's a million different names and ways that they could be spelled. So I just kind of go with that with names. But yeah, I had to learn to trust myself by doing the readings and being open that I was just learning and doing them for free, which it wasn't for free technically because reviews are worth gold. Guys, reviews are worth gold. I also work for a company called Hey Hero. And on Hey Hero, they have reviews. I have about 120, maybe even more reviews on there. And they're so amazing because, that's funny. I said Jay because your name is Jill. Maybe I felt it. That's like claircognizant. That's like a just knowing, you don't really know, but you have a conversation with someone and you say, oh, it's not like you just, go and move to California. And they're like, how did you know that my parents just bought a house in California? And I'm like, I didn't know, but maybe I did know. So, oh my gosh, thank you so much. So Casey, Leanne, Irene, Sarah, you all purchased a mystery box that contains that reading. That's going to be packed full of crystals for you guys. Awesome. So there are 6 boxes left, guys. Only 6 boxes, and then I have $22 readings available. I'm going to jump in there and just give you guys a little play down of who is in here. So if you're like, oh, I purchased, is my name up there? Let's look. All right. And then we're going to get to some more readings. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome for sharing, guys. I'm trying to create a Patreon that's a teaching kind of platform where you can, you know, do a monthly or however long you want to stay in the platform to learn is basically why I'm doing that. Hello, Sunflower. So if anybody wants one of these intuitive crystal boxes, they all look different, mind you, even the box. Okay, they're packed of crystals. I do a reading, a spiritual reading, you and your guides, and I do a tarot reading, and I figure out what crystals you need. And the reason I have all these is because I have a crystal shop, or I used to, and I'm trying to find a creative way of getting crystals to people who need them before I hit the road. So I have 9 weeks left before I'm a traveling medium on the road. And this is one of the crystal boxes. It's decorated, and it comes packed full of crystals or handmade creations that I have made myself. You could get tarot decks in here. I didn't make this tarot deck. I do have some that I've made, but they're all completely different. Click the link in my bio. It's right under the readings. There are 6 boxes left. And I only, like, after the live, maybe I might run it for the rest of the day. Oh, thank you so much, Cookie. But I want to stop it at a certain time because, like I said, it takes a lot of energy to do these because I do devote a lot of time. So let me just see. I'm just going to come in here. Oh, awesome. So Selma, Rachel, I see you in here. Courtney, Marissa, Kylie. Welcome back, Kylie. Thank you so much for purchasing. Rebecca, you're in here. I see you, girl. Liana, Regine, Alyssa, you're back. Hello, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, I do know the surprise that is needed for you. Listen, if you want to purchase a box for someone else, make sure that you tell me their name because I use the name that you purchased with on my website. That's the name that I'm meditating with, okay? And like I'm so excited for you guys to get the boxes that I did last week because there's such unique things in there. Ooh, I'm so excited. So excited. Okay, let's do some more readings. Okay. Alexis, something that you need to know blocks in your life, Alexis. Oh, I'm seeing such familiar names and faces. Hi, guys. Thanks for being here. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to get to all of you. I'm going to try to get to all of you. Double tap on that screen, guys. I'm trying to get to 50,000 likes today, okay? 50,000. I've never had 100,000. That would be better, but it doesn't matter. Nothing fucking matters. Except being our best self. Okay, I got live in the now. Live in the now. Unakite. Okay, Unakite's the ultimate stone for a heart chakra awakening. So this is telling me that you need one. Okay, let's all receive some energy for a heart chakra awakening. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to harness some energy from my heart chakra. And I can already feel it forming. I can already see it forming. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the energy to you guys. And what I want you to do is just imagine green light coming into the center of your chest. Green or green and pink, whatever you can do, okay? And what I want you to do is just allow it to continue to come in and fill up your heart. Just even if it's green, just like it's penetrating you, okay? And I'm just going to be maybe silent for a few, and I'm going to send the energy to you, and I'm already getting chills, and I just want you to like take a deep breath, even if you feel like you have to inhale it through your nose, okay? Here we go. Ready? I feel tears. Some of you, I feel a tear. I saw somebody red hair, red curly hair. Are you crying? You deserve love. You always deserve love. You are just a being of love, and it wasn't your fault the family and the situation that you were put in, it wasn't, you chose it, but you chose it because you knew you could heal from it. And the healing is what's going to bring you the satisfaction, the power, the understanding is what's going to bring you the happiness. Okay? All right. All right, Celia. Celia, what is blocking you, Celia? Judgment, Celia. Judgment's blocking you. Oh, boy. Okay. Creating your own luck. Find a way to forgive. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, green and pink, guys. Green and pink. We just did this. We just did this. Okay? So I'm speaking to you. This is for you too. Like green and pink. Oh my Lord. Green aventurine, rhodonite. Like I have both of those. I've sent them out in these packages. Okay? Look. Create your find a way to like forgive the programming and the limited beliefs of your family of what you were able to accomplish. Okay? Where you are, what you were able to accomplish. And fucking just forgive it because they have limited beliefs based on their own trauma. And that is not going to affect your success because you create your own luck. You create your future. When I do readings, tarot readings, and people ask me like, well, will I be in a relationship with this person again? And I say, I'm going to read the energy of right now, of what's going on right now. And I'm going to tell you whether or not that energy is going to take you into a relationship again. What happens is if that is a yes or that is a no, that is based on the energy that's right now. So if you don't like the outcome of what tarot is saying the energy is going to go forward and manifest into, then you have the ability to change. And I offer people that too in their readings. If they say, will so-and-so call me, and I get like an energy of a no, and I kind of will ask for guidance on what you should do if you want that as the outcome, because we all have control of our own destiny. Okay? We just have to remember that we have the control. From childhood, we didn't have the control. So it takes us waking up into adulthood, waking up to the fact that we do have our control. We do have it. Okay? All right. All right, guys, I have, let me see. Here we go. Next. Shay. That was weird. This card was in the middle of this deck. It says, I take care of the details and I stay in control. So you are the boss. You're a boss. You have the ability to not need anyone else. You have the ability to only depend on you. And it's going to just take you, I feel like you have to see it. I feel like there's going to be a time where you're going to have to allow that to come into your life. Allow yourself to just be dependent on just you. Emotionally. Someone's projecting in the comments, Dominique. If you can find them and ask them what's wrong, they're projecting. They feel like they are bad luck. Like someone in their family told them that they were bad luck. They told them to always be watching out, that people were trying to hurt them behind their back. I can't remember their name, but they're definitely projecting. Go deeper. Okay, this is for the projector. Go deeper. Epidot says that you are a healer deep down inside, and it's just going to take you doing some healing. Okay? All right. Caitlin, what do you need to know, Caitlin? Ooh, I need like a water break. Just a sip. Just a sip. Here we go. Blocks for you, love. Blocks for you. They don't want to go anywhere. 2. Shungite and make a decision. So I'm getting this block. Okay. I'll talk about my bracelet in a second. So I got Shungite and Lapi. So this is telling me like, there's too much electronics around your brain. Like I'm getting these messages that there is too much energy. I don't know if you sleep near your phone. Don't. I don't know if you watch TV right before you fall asleep. Don't. Like there's this energy I'm getting of like too much electronics are kind of like blocking your third eye. And I feel like there's this need for you to see the truth, like reality for what it is without the news and the media. Shungite comes up when this is like, Shungite is good at absorbing like electromagnetic fields and radiation and things like that. And Shungite I use, it says detox your life. So this could mean a detox from social media or a detox from TV or something like that. But I do feel like that is what your angels need you to do, because like you need to make a tough decision, because I feel like what's going to happen when you do this is you're going to have a third eye chakra awakening. 63% of my phone, 63 people in here. Boom. So, okay, just ignore him. Yeah. So no idea, but okay. So I have 4 boxes left, guys. I have 4 mystery boxes left. Again, these are boxes. They are all going to look different. I made them. They came as plain wooden boxes. And I'm designing the outside as well as I'm filling the boxes, with crystals that are intuitively chosen for you along your journey. And this includes like other intuitive things. Like for example, let me show you the, this one comes with a very simple tarot deck. And the reason I chose this simple tarot deck is because I believe in writing on my tarot. I believe in writing on my cards so that I can have a personal connection. And I am going to start teaching tarot, teaching people how to do that, how to write on their cards. Because you know what? I don't want you to have to wait 3 months to learn what every tarot card is before you give a reading. If you feel drawn to give readings to people using tarot, just do it. Look, what I would do, this is what I did. So see, I would have a card and I would write things on it, but I would also, when it came in reverse, I would turn my card upside down and write what it meant in reverse. And a lot of times, like my own words that I've written down answers questions. And that just goes to show that tarot can be card using or any metaphysical tool. It doesn't matter. You can create it. Okay. So if you would like a box, there are 4 left. Go to the link in my bio. So just head to Intuitive Healer 22. You'll leave the live, but that's fine. I'm on for another hour. All you got to do is, click the link and it will take you right to my site where you'll see my 50% off reading. You'll see that right on the top of my page, but then right underneath it, you'll see the mystery box. Now, I do have a personal website. It's called intuitioncc.com. And that's where you'll be taken to purchase, because that's a professional website with like a credit card processing system and stuff on it. So, let me just show you. Here we go. So when you're coming from TikTok, you will be presented. Here's my page. And there's the 50% off reading, and right below it is the mystery box. And I also have some other items that I use. These are all the decks that I use. So if you guys feel drawn to some of the tarot or oracle cards that I use, you guys can get the same decks. They're all right there. And you'll see the Hey Hero. I do work for a company called Hey Hero. These are all the books. I'm actually in this book right here. It's called 9 Psychics. I'm the 9th psychic in the book. So it's an awesome read. You can check that out. And then I have some other tools that I personally use. If you guys are looking for one-on-ones, these candle flames are the one-on-ones. And then I have text readings. They're a little bit cheaper because I can do the text reading like without a camera and without uploading. So it's a little less, it's a little cheaper. So like, for example, I can do medical readings in there. All right. All right. Yeah, you're going to order the book. So you can, like, I know there's a Kindle version that's really, really cheap. And that book's only like $14, $16, something like that. But it is a great read. Great, great read. Okay. Here we go. Amanda. Spirit's like, you need to call Amanda and you need this deck. Okay, so here we go. Amanda, what do your guides need you to know? Amanda, I feel like this is about a relationship. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So if you're feeling, I don't know, do you have a new love, or like, are you in a relationship and you're kind of like worried about it? I just feel like, one, you have some walls up. I feel like you have walls up with when it comes to expressing. Like, I feel throat chakra block, but I also feel, okay, I feel throat chakra block. I also feel like there is a heart chakra block. There's solar plexus and sacral chakra. I feel like there's a big block connection right here. You're worried. Yeah. There's like, and I feel like it's because you don't trust your heart. And I feel like you don't trust your words. Because maybe they've gotten you in a bad situation before. Like, you just didn't understand your words. You didn't understand your emotions. But I don't feel like you've actually, I feel like you need to let down walls. And I feel like that is the lesson you're meant to learn right now. Okay. So people are asking about my bracelet. This is just like, I got this from Sanctuary. Sanctuary is a platform where it's an app. It's a platform where you connect to psychics and astrologers, via text. So, yeah, I can't tell you anything yet, but like, they own Hey Hero. So I might be moving over to Sanctuary side in a little bit, but there's no crystals on here. It just says Gemini because I'm a Gemini sun sign. Okay, so Amanda, you need to let your walls down, express your love, and learn about love. Like, learn about what expressing means. And I feel like as long as you are expressing your love with no expectations, that is what you ultimately want to get to. Be able to express yourself and not care if there's anything coming back to you. Like, this is like the ultimate motherly thing, okay? If you go to say goodnight to your kids and you say, I love you, and you're waiting for them to say, I love you back, that is conditional. You are telling them, I love you, with the condition that they say it back. So saying I love you, like with a question, we shouldn't do that. We should be giving love and affection and giving it freely. And if we can't give it freely, then there's healing we have to do inside of us. If we have expectations, look, you guys, you may not know this, but a lot of us are codependent on our children. We have conditional love and conditional relationships with our children, and we don't recognize it, but it's because we were taught that. Okay? Conditional, like, oh, you weren't grateful and I did this for you. That's conditional. You were only going to be happy if they were happy or if they were grateful. That's conditional. So I do feel like you need to let down your walls and just express from your heart and not give a flying F if anybody takes it or not. You have to take that risk. That everyone's going to get to that point where they let their walls down and take that risk. Without the risk, you won't feel the reward because you won't try. It's always going to be a risk to try something new. But it feels better. All right. I'm going to just check because I only have a few of those boxes left, and I want to make sure that you guys know. Okay. I got to use a different deck now. Let's use my Moonology Oracle deck. Moonology. Okay. If you do like, I love this deck because it serves dual purpose, okay? Learn about the moon, learn about all the phases of the moon, what the different astrological signs of the moons mean, and it's great for oracle and messages from your guides. You have that deck? Awesome. Use it. Yeah, use this deck. It was one of the first oracle decks that I ever got, and I have it linked up in my bio if you guys want to try it. It's not too expensive, but it's great. I love this deck, okay? All right, so I have 4 mystery boxes left. All you have to do is click the link in my bio, and it'll take you right to where I have those boxes. And again, those are intuitively chosen for you, decorated for you. It'll come with a handwritten reading that explains all the crystals, why they were chosen, and how they will help you on your journey, okay? Eva, here we go. Messages for you. Surrender to the divine. This is like what I did. When you wake up one day and you say, okay, take me to where I'm supposed to be. Show me the signs. Okay, you've been following your synchronicities. You've been getting those signs. So just surrender. Okay, and allow the doors to open around you. Don't always be trying to create the doors you think you need to make. Look for the ones that are opening for you without any, or flawlessly, without any extra effort. Look at the ones that are opening for you. And although they may not seem to be on the path that you're on, I guarantee they'll meet back up with you, because we are all trees of life. Okay, and all trees have a root system. We have a root chakra, connects us to the ground, the earth, Mother Earth. Okay, and our roots are very intricate, and they're tangled, and they go all different ways, and they branch off one another underground. But guess what? If we only had one root, anytime there was a storm, anytime there was heavy wind, we would fall right over. But the fact of the matter is that we have a lot of roots, which we have a lot of avenues and creativity and places to go and to build upon ourselves. We are not just one thing. Okay, we've been trained to go to school, to think we go to college so that we can get really good at one thing and be that our entire life. But guess what? If we only need to do that if money is an issue in your life. And if money didn't exist and you just had like 30 raw talents, then you would always have something to provide. You would always have something for trade. Okay, so think about the connectedness of things, you know, like you're tired of doing so much laundry and so many dishes. Don't have so many dishes. Like, why do we have so many dishes? Well, my house comes with big cupboards and I have to fill them. No, you don't. You know, like it's this idea of like, oh, I have a washer and a dryer and it can hold so much. So let's have more clothes. We can have more clothes, right? We can wash them easily. Like, get rid of your clothes. Have 30 items. I've been doing the 333 challenge for 4 months now, longer than I should have. My kids do it too. It's amazing. It takes so much less effort to do laundry. I can do other things, guys. Okay. Ashley N. Here we go, Ashley. Guys, we are so close to 50,000 likes. Let's do it. 50,000. We can get 50,000 in an hour. Do you think we can get 100,000 in like for the next 2 hours? Like not the next 2 hours, but the next hour we get another 50,000. I mean, is that going to take everyone just sitting there and like cramping their style? I don't want that to happen. But I do appreciate you guys tapping, okay? I do appreciate it. I so appreciate it. Okay. Oh. Okay, here we go. Did I already call a name? I do this so much. Okay. Here we go. Ashley, I called you. Okay, here we go. Messages for you. Okay. So I look at the bigger picture, but in my mind, I feel like I had to tell you that you have to show your worth more, or you have to understand your worth more. Okay. Maybe that you're worth more. I don't know. Do you have a business that you're not charging enough for? Because I'm getting cards like look at the bigger picture, be bold, make the first move. So it definitely feels like there's something that you are in control of that is deeply connected to your self-worth of some sort. And you're being asked to take control over it and to not fear it, to go forward with your thoughts, with your visions, okay, about your personal worth. Whether you are going to start charging for something that you do, or you make something and you say, oh, this isn't worth that much. It is. So it's your self-worth and the ability to control it. It's about looking at the bigger picture of the end goal, what your end goal is, okay? Not to give the goods away for free, but possibly have a life where just you is enough. You can survive just based on your own raw hidden talents. And I think we all just want that. I think we all just like, none of us really want to work for another person. We all want to just be enough, just us, and thrive and not lack anything, right? but instead we're like on the daily grind 9 to 5 just for food, shelter, and fucking water. Like, that's insane. Yesterday I sold a propane tank to a sheriff of the county, and he asked if we could wait until his payday on Friday because he's paycheck to paycheck. I'm like, people are still living that way? Like, it's what you are doing is keeping you in those same patterns, guys. Okay? It doesn't matter your fucking job title. It's your patterns of behavior. Okay? All right, I need a water break. Maybe we can double tap while I'm taking my water break. I'm going to see, last time I checked, I had 4 mystery boxes left that come with the readings of how to use the crystals, why the crystals were chosen for you. Some of you guys, I have a meditation paper that I scribble on that I've added. Some of you, I didn't. It just depends on how I sat and did the reading because it's all kind of different for everyone. All right. Okay, so I have 2 boxes left, guys. I have 2 boxes left. Thank you for everybody who has purchased, and I do see some people have written some messages in there, so it could be for another person. And if you've missed that before, basically it's an intuitively chosen box full of crystals or tools, whatever is being called for you. And I have so much stuff from all around the world that I've actually collected in very weird, notorious kind of types of ways. So these aren't like ordered bulk from other countries, just letting you guys know, like, all this stuff, like, check out this crystal, okay? Like, you're not going to find a crystal like this just from in a normal shop, okay? This obviously doesn't look super perfect, but this has 2 faces in it, and this is why I like it. I don't know if you can see the face because of the glare right now. Let me see. Can you see it? Maybe not. Maybe because my face is in here. Anyway, I have some amazing stuff that I've gotten. Most of my stuff is from Brazil because I knew the owners of the mine. So I was able to get a lot of crystals like firsthand that way. And then over time, I have found companies that work in Texas and have their own mine in Mexico and stuff like that. So I've made friends with some people. I bought crystals, but I never actually like created a store because of COVID. And now that I am hitting the road and we're minimalizing, I have so many crystals that I feel like this is intuitively what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to create healing boxes for you guys on your journey. So there are 2 left. I hope you guys get one if you want one. If you do want one, click the link in my bio and I will be happy to meditate and help you along your journey. You will get a handwritten reading in there explaining how to use all the crystals and what they're for. Okay, and I if you do want to connect with me on another level, guys, I have 50% off my 3 to 8 minute readings. They're $22 right now. You can click the link in my bio. Okay, awesome. You guys got me to 50,000 likes. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I sold out. Let me see. That would be awesome. It would be a lot of stuff for me to do this week. Yeah, and you know what, guys? Like, I was getting messages from such a young age that the earth will provide. The earth will provide. And to this day, it says I'm sold out. I have 9 on here. Let's see. Someone might have it in their cart. I don't know. Well, thank you so much for purchasing. At the moment, it says there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At the moment, it says there's 1 left. But if it says it's sold out, I might be able to go in and change. But I think there are currently, there we go. Okay, let's do some more readings, guys. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I do. Awesome. Let me just go into my products really quickly. Hi guys, welcome in if you're just joining. I'm Katie Maike, I'm a psychic medium. Mystery box says out of stock. Okay, yeah, you're right. Holy shenanigans. Okay. You're right. Dun 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 dun. Someone said, Bella09144 says, I never got my reading. Can you explain what you mean? Thank you so much. Sold out of box sales. Yeah, thanks guys. I only see 9 in here, but I'm sure the other one will pop up whenever. Oh wait, did someone buy 2? That could have been. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. So Dominique, did you get what she was talking about? Okay. Oh, it froze on you? Try again. Okay, so it does show that I have 1 in here. It shows that I have 1 in my inventory. It shows I have 1. So maybe you try again. I'll get it to you. It shows I have 1 in my inventory. It did say that it was sold out, but now it says there's 1. So you can try it. Maybe somebody was in checkout. Okay? Awesome. Oh, you're waiting for shipping, Kate. Okay, Katie, so it's not shipping, like it's saying you're out of the area? I'll have to do that after. Okay, so let me just tell you guys, when you book a reading through my website, whether it's Snipfeed or Hey Hero, those are the 2 main companies I work for. I also work for Memo, but I don't do a lot of work on Memo. So when you purchase a reading from me, depending on how your personal inbox is set up, sometimes the reading could jump to your spam, but it's coming from the company. It's coming from Snipfeed. So whatever the payment says, make sure you follow like that payment. It'll say Snipfeed, thank you for paying Snipfeed. And that means that you're going to get an email from Snipfeed. Or what you can do is the email that you used to purchase the reading, use that to log in to snipfeed.co. And that will bring up all of your readings are stored in Snipfeed. All your readings are stored in Hey Hero. So if you sign in, okay. Okay, Bella. You're just going to have to message me afterwards. The only other thing that I can think of is maybe the email might have been typed wrong. I'll have to check it. Okay? So you'll just have to tell me the name, or you can tell Dominique the name and she'll tell me after the live. Okay? Awesome. Okay, thanks guys. Now, let's get to the readings. Did I ever do Ashley? Did I ever finish Ashley's reading? I think so. Okay, Nicole, here we go. Message for you, Nicole. Whoa, cards falling out. Your hard work's paying off. Woo! Look at this. This is a new moon in Capricorn. So I do feel like the energy of you being very forward, telling people what you want. And I feel like it might be not really comfortable for you, but maybe you're getting better at it. So I do feel like moving forward, you have the ability to get whatever you want. You just have to ask for it. And a lot of the time, we don't get what we want because we're kind of waiting for someone else to hint at it or waiting for it to come in a different way. I feel like I have to tell you that your energy is super attracting. So whatever it is that you want, speak it, say it, ask for it. And I feel like you're going to get it, especially in the next like week or two. The rest of April, I feel like your energy is really good. Okay? Here we go. Anita. Here we go. Messages for Anita from your guides. You got to relax. You're so hard on yourself. I feel like you have, do you still have like little breakdown moments? I feel like you're very close to achieving your goal. And of course, the closer you get, the harder it's going to feel. But it's okay, like to have those breakdown moments. Like it really is okay to release like anything from the past that maybe was holding you back. And you might say to yourself, why is it not coming into my life now? Just know that divine timing means the world to everything, okay? I'm not sitting on a lump of gold. I decided instead of waiting for riches to come into my life, I would create it myself. And I downsized so small that now I can afford anything that I want. And I don't have to work a lot. And I can have fun with my family. And, you know, we are not controlled by society. Things like that. Things, now you're sold out. You just bought the last one. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to have so much fun doing these. You have no idea. Like when I was a high school psychology teacher, okay? On day one of training, like, you know, you come in every year and they tell you the same spiel and the next new thing that's supposed to work for the students. Anyway, they gave us a piece of paper and they said to us, write down one goal you have for the school year. And at the end of the year, we're going to give this back to you. You want to know what I wrote down? This was my goal, to make a living being creative. That was it. That was my goal. And I quit that year. And started to try to use my creativity to just as just enough, that I was just enough, just me. And it took me probably, from me quitting my job to being here today with you, it took me about 3.5 years. 3.5 years of grinding, trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what was going to work, you know, testing all of my creative avenues. I did resin art. I did 3D art. I did intuitive art. I made jewelry. I painted. I did sculptures. I do crystal. I make crystal art. Like, I mean, I did so many different things. And then I started doing tarot intuition and it all starting to come together. Celia, I got this Leo energy, which is telling me to tell you to be more creative or thinking outside the box. But I feel like it's also telling me about pride, like letting pride go. As far as I keep getting the word norms. I keep hearing norms, societal norms. So if that's something that you have on your conscious mind a lot, I feel like you need to get rid of it. As soon as I said your name, the card came out. Like, I actually saw your name, and then the card came out, and that's why I said it, because I feel like you just need to go out there, and who gives a shit what society says, okay? Put yourself out there. Let's see. I will tell her that it's a request, and maybe I can convince her to do some more. Ooh, what's the matter? You guys need more boxes? You guys need more boxes? Is that what's going on? Dominique, do we need to do more boxes? Okay. Okay, so here's the deal, Dominique. I can do more boxes, but this will have to be the only time I do them this week. Cause, okay, so I'll put in, okay, what do you think, Dominique? 2 more? I can't get too much, guys. I got to make sure that I preserve my energy for them, and I want to give myself enough time to do them. So I think I could probably do 2 more. I can do 2 more. I can do just 2 more for this week. And then if you don't get one, then you'll have to wait till next week because it might be completely different next week. But I do have 2 extra boxes that I got, so I can do 2 more, okay? But just 2 more. I'm so tickled that you guys like this idea. Like, you have no idea. Okay, I'll tell you when it's live. Let me just add it to my products. Let me just add it really quickly to my inventory. Okay? I'll tell you when it's live. Okay, it's live. There are 2 left. There are 2 more. And unfortunately that will be it. And if you didn't get one, then you'll have to kind of wait till next week's kind of creative idea that I come up with. So, and I really love and appreciate that you guys are so accepting of this. And this is obviously what you needed. I meditated a lot to try to figure out how I could help you. Laura wants a message. Okay. Don't let your pride get in the way, Laura. And take time to breathe out. There's this energy of always thinking, trying to think. And I feel like when, this is something that when I started giving messages to people, I had to breathe out and realize that like the messages aren't really coming from me. They're coming from the ethers. They're coming from the energy of the other person. So if I'm sitting here trying to think, it's going to go all wrong. I have to take the breath out. And that's when you're releasing all the need to know anything. And when you do that, that's when the influx of information will come in. Okay? You're like, oh gosh, I do that too much. Take a breath out. Take a breath out. And who gives a shit if you think people are like, oh wait, he's thinking. He's taking too long. Fuck them. Do they realize that you're receiving an intuitive message? You're not coming up with a story in your head, okay? You're receiving a message that is energy. So you need to take the time. Don't let what other people think or think a psychic or medium should look like or be like. Don't let that hinder you. Laura is an upcoming psychic medium. He does a lot of behind the scenes. I'm gonna put you on blast, Laura. Laura does a lot of like missing persons, but he does it in the DMs because he's still new at this, but he gets a lot of his shit right. So, if anybody, I don't know if Laura is ever going to be public, but, when he is, I will send some people his way. Maybe he can do some free readings for you. And, you never know. You never know. And you know what, guys? I help a lot of psychics and mediums create their business, start their business, just from what I've learned in the past 3 years, kind of in this new age of the internet, right? Because before we would go to a psychic or medium in person, and now people are like, how can we do this now? It's just energy. It's all energy. It's intent. So, if you are looking for something like that on May 1st, I'm opening up my Patreon. I have 3 levels of the Patreon. I have the Hermit, the Hierophant, and the Lovers. And in this, the Lovers, you actually get a free reading every month. And that's $44. So you get all the content plus a free reading every month. And I will be switching more to Patreon monthly readings of people instead of coming live and doing a lot of one-on-ones like this. And that's just because I want to start actually connecting with people on a smaller level and helping them grow. It's really hard. Like, I don't know how, like, if I had 1 million followers, how would I connect to you guys? Like, how would I do that? How would I find the time to do that? So, oh, you have emailed me. Yes, thank you. I see a lot of people do email me. There are so many scammers out there. Make sure that you guys do not get solicited. Mama Bear, hey, I thought you weren't going to make it. Thanks for being here. So a lot of people will have my face and they'll go in your DMs and they'll be like, hello, love. Can I interest you in a reading? That's not me. I don't do that. I come on live. I talk with you live, so you know that it's me. Okay? Here we go. Laura, message for you. 3 cards. I couldn't take my hands off of these. All right. You have people who are passed away. I feel like you need to know that they are good. They're okay. They're at peace. I don't know why that came through, but I maybe felt like you had that in you. Your loved ones are safe is like the message I feel like I need to bring you. But for these cards specifically, I get this new moon in Cancer, North Node, and a gibbous moon, which is telling me that you are so close to achieving this North Node energy, this North Node status of living your true life destiny. And I feel like you have to bring maybe a more nurturing energy to you, but at the same time, you're going towards nurturing and you're leaving behind fear. Like fear is behind you, comfort is behind you. If you are living in your comfort zone, things that are comfortable. Like for me, my South Node is in the 12th house with Libra, which means I'm really probably someone who could like, you know, live on live doing ayahuasca retreats my entire life and never really see society or live the way that normal people do. I am good being by myself with nature and quiet and in my own head and in the 5D. I'm good with that. But being out in the open and expressing myself and teaching, that is out of my comfort zone. Whether you guys realize it or not, it is. Okay? Yes, 12 boxes today. Woo! You guys are fucking amazing. I cannot wait to do this. You know, it was my goal to be creative, make a living being creative. And it's not even like making a living at this point. I feel like this is my calling. Part of my calling is to help you guys get to where I am now. Whether it's spiritually, as far as loving myself. So yeah, so I'm going to have so much fun creating. I'm so tickled by this, guys. Now let me jump to Snip Feed because I'm going to see, if anyone's purchased, I want to give a shout out. Make sure you guys know that you're in here. Okay. Now, when you purchase a reading from me on here, it takes me 2 to 3 days to get back to you, and it will come as a video message and it'll get sent right to your email. But on Snipfeed or Hey Hero, I would suggest opening an account, creating an account with your email, because what you can do is all the, like anytime you've ever get a reading from me or anybody else, even on this platform or a question or anything, it gets saved in here. Okay. So you can just click right on in and then, everything gets sent. Okay. Awesome. Ariel. Oh, I see you guys in here. I may have said some of these names before. Courtney, Rachel, Marissa, Kylie. Yes. Thanks, guys. So, if anyone is looking to connect with me and they would like to purchase a reading, I have $22 readings available. They're normally $44. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can go ahead and we can connect that way. Okay. All right. So here we go. Here we go. What did it say? Lauro, you just became the highest gifter, top viewer. Woohoo! Top 2 viewers. Thank you. And thanks so much for getting me to 50,000 likes, guys. I don't know. It's a very materialistic thing of me to say. I'm not going to lie. But everybody does it. So I'm just jumping on that train. I don't actually know if it helps me. Maybe it does. Gigi. Here we go. Then I'm switching decks. Oh, I keep getting double cards here. Okay. You are good enough, Gigi. You are good enough. Just you. Inside of you. Your creativity. You are good enough. 44% on my phone. 44 people in here. Fuck yeah. This is it. This is, your angels are with you. Luck is on your side right now. Look at this. Luck is on your side. Virgo full moon is your own worth. You are good enough. Enough. Just you. You deserve love just for being you. You don't have to do a fucking thing to wake up every day and have someone love you. That is what you deserve. We all deserve that. All of us. Okay? You have to remember that. I feel like that's something you have to continuously say. Show the world the real you, because you deserve attention. You deserve the spotlight. And you deserve the accolades just for being you. All right? Switching decks here. This is my Soul's Journey deck. Woo, Soul's Journey. Here we go. Dominique, how you doing, babe? Dominique is my moderator. She's fucking awesome. She answers all your questions if I don't see them. Did I pick a name? I can't remember. Here we go. I did pick a name. No, I didn't pick a name. Okay. Gigi was the last person I did. Here we go. Okay. All right. Cameron. Wow. Doubting yourself, Cameron. No more doubting yourself. Because you have exactly what it takes for you to be successful in this life, for you to be happy. And it really comes down to understanding. Like I'm getting, like you need to go on an understanding journey. And you may realize that there are things you don't like about yourself, but guess what? Those are things, the reason you don't like them is because they were never meant to be you. They were kind of placed on you. And I really think, I'm being drawn to like, a father figure and expectations. Like I see expectations, father figure, and I feel, that it's very much so earning love, worthiness by living up to expectations. So I release the need to know all. I release the need to be all. You only have to be you, and that is enough. Okay? There's kind of 2 readings like that back to back. Sometimes the energy comes through that way, guys. Ooh. I just need to sippy do and maybe clear my third eye for a sec, guys, okay? Double tap on that screen while I do this. I just need a second, okay? Okay, I feel like I have a message that's coming through for a lot of you guys right now if you're here. If you are looking to make that higher connection, if you're looking to create that life and abundance in your life, you have to clear your mind. Clearing your mind means to get rid of, first, all the little strategic white lies we ever told anybody, okay? Whether it was for our own good or theirs, or this was strategy that we had from childhood. That is the clutter. I just got this download. That is the clutter that's keeping you from your psychic abilities. Okay? If you would like to just inquire about connecting to a loved one, if you head to my website, intuitioncc.com, you can email me there, or you can find me on Instagram. I always talk in my DMs on Instagram. So if you click the link in my bio and then click on the Instagram link that's in my TikTok bio, that takes you to my direct Instagram. And remember, guys, I only have one Instagram and one TikTok, and I know there's a million others, but that's just a test, guys. It's just a test for you, okay? I feel like, okay, let's use this deck. I feel like I have to talk to a lot of people right now. This is the dialectical behavioral therapy skills deck. It was created by 2 psychiatrists, 2 doctors, and it was created for people who are diagnosed with any type of mental illness, OCD, depression, bipolar disorder. I mean, there's multiple personality. There's so many. So if you feel like your mental health is a little off or you want to understand it, this is the deck for you. This is going to give you skills. So this is a skill I'm going to share with you guys now. This is linked in my bio if you want to get this deck. This is definitely going to help you along your journey. Practice making simple requests. And this is for those people who grew up in the shadows. This is for those people who grew up thinking that they were okay being the bridesmaid, sitting on the bench, being, the person in the shadows because you did not want to draw attention to yourself. And guess what? You're now in a position where you're unhappy because your needs are not met. Okay? You meet the needs of others, but your needs are not met. So this card's for you. Practice making simple requests. Okay? It says, find safe opportunities to practice making small, simple requests. For example, ask a stranger for the time or direction. In a store, ask an employee to help you find something. With friends, ask for a small favor. The more you practice, the easier it will get. So this is what I mean. Like, I encounter a lot of people who will ask me a question and then apologize right after they ask the question. Like, they're thinking that their time is not worth anything, that their question is not worthy, that my time is not, they're not worthy of my time or something. And I have to be like, of course you're worthy of my time. This is telling me that you have a deep disconnect from your own personal worth. If you have a hard time asking people for things because you don't want to be a burden on them. You know why you don't want to be a burden? Because from a young age, into like a young age, you grew up with parents who were unpredictable. And what you had to do was hyper focus on their behavior so that you could predict when they were going to be angry or upset or go crazy or whatever. You had to hyper focus. You had to do that. So now you don't want to be that burden. You know what it feels like, and you feel like you're that burden because you've had to hide in the shadows and make sure that you tiptoe around them. Apologetic. Yeah, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Okay? Someone, believe me, if someone, I have so many people that say, will you open up hours on the weekend? Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. But don't be sorry that you're asking me to do it. I understand why you're doing it and you're worthy of it. Whether I can physically do it or not, that's my own boundaries, okay? That's my own personal boundaries that I deal with. So it's not on you, okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah, you're always apologizing in the emails. Always. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? And, we have to realize, like, we say sorry for the dumbest things. I'm so sorry you're feeling that way. Well, why? Instead of just being like, oh, man, yeah, that sucks. Or maybe not even saying anything. Like, why do we even think that we have to say something? Yeah, try not to say sorry. As moms, I feel like, I don't know. Why do we program kids to say sorry? My third child, she's a Virgo in the 12th house. She's a spit fucking fire. And she's like the karmic child that nobody wants because she'll show you everything that is fair or unfair. For example, like if I ever told her to say sorry and she knew it wasn't her fault, oh boy, will she turn that around in your face. Like if she fell because she put water on the floor and I didn't sweep it up, she'll be like, say sorry, it was your fault. And I'm like, girl, am I teaching you this? You are like my karmic mirror right now. Okay, Kelly, message for you. Here I am shaking this deck like I'm going to give a message. Let's see. All right, and don't forget, guys, so I have 15 minutes left on this live, 50% off my readings. All you have to do is click the link in my bio. You will see the 50% off reading for you right there. And you can ask any question. And when I say any question, you can ask North Node, past life. You can ask about relationships. You can ask mediumship. Make sure, it helps. Honestly, it helps if you say this is the person's name or this is how I know. Even it's easier for me. I don't know why. But if you say I want to connect to a friend, most of the time that friend will come through and I don't have to know their name. But for some reason, if you just say I want to connect to John and I have no idea who John is to you, sometimes the message might come through a little differently, I have to admit. Just because I think my ego gets in the way of trying to figure out who it is or maybe not asking or feeling like I could be wrong. So I have insecurities too, guys. I still have insecurities. I try not to show them. I try to just be just honest about what I'm feeling, seeing, and things like that. But just know that nobody's perfect. We all have healing to do. I healed right before I came on here. I'm healing shit from childhood too still. Deep stuff that nobody would ever thought mattered. All right. So if you are looking to connect with me, click the link in my bio. About 15 minutes left for this 50% off special, and then my readings will go back to normal price. Thank you for everybody who purchased a mystery box that comes with the reading of a personalized packed box of crystals just for you, and tools, anything that you need, basically. So awesome. I see some new names in here. Carrie, thank you so much for booking. Awesome. Okay, let's keep going. Throw your name out there. Brittany. Okay, Brittany. Oh, hey, guys. Hey. All right. Brittany, what do you need to know? What do your guides need you to know right now? Things are changing, I heard. Things are changing. You are a born leader. Look at this. You got the King of Matches. Vision, intent. Holy crap. You are about to enter a really powerful phase. Okay? This phase is the law of attraction phase, and I feel like it's going to be powerful for you because you finally turned it around. You finally turned it around of what you're giving, you're getting back instead of focusing on the things that are lacking. So I feel like the more you envision your future as successful, the more successful it will be right now. Okay? And living through realistic goals. Live through realistic goals. And goals don't have to be, like, you can always set more goals. They don't have to start out super high. Maybe your goal that day is to eat one meal healthy. Okay? Small goals. Bye, Laurel. Good night. Okay? Set small goals. You are a born leader. You are meant to lead a group of people into some new way, shape, form of thinking. Okay? Okay, Irene. Message for you, Irene. I'm actually being told that you need to take a step back and kind of analyze the situation. I don't know what the cards are going to say right now, but that's what I was shown. Irene. Okay, I feel like there is a lot more achievement and success in your life right now than you're seeing. And I feel like you're being asked, I got the 4 of Matches. I feel like you're being asked to start to really identify the small successes more and more. And I feel like I can't even describe to you, one day you're just going to turn around and be like, how the freak did I get here? Like, how did I get to this place where I feel so amazingly abundant? And it feels like it starts with being grateful about looking around, put your head up, like understand what are you grateful for? And if you're not grateful for something, I think doesn't need to be in your life. Maybe you don't need it. Nobody said you have to be grateful for everything, right? I feel like that's something maybe our parents put in our heads, you know, like, be grateful, be grateful, be grateful. But I think it's conditional. I don't think they tell us it's conditional, that they're doing it for us so that we are grateful. And it's conditional. So celebrating the tiniest things. Just celebrate the tiniest things. Okay? And I feel like your world is really going to change. Like I said before, it's perspective, guys. You have the abilities already. You just haven't woke up to that perspective. You haven't seen it yet. It's like, they call it the Mandela effect, guys, but it's a psychological effect. Feeling sad doesn't make you ungrateful. Correct. I don't think I said that. If I did, that's not what I meant. But focusing on, yes, like as a child. I fucking know what you mean. I know what you mean when an adult, like if you're crying because of something else and an adult says, why are you crying? You're not grateful for all the other things that you have? I just got triggered. From childhood. Someone's asking how I order a box. The boxes are sold out. Maybe I should take them down. Let me take them down off of my page really quickly. So did you guys see the video that I posted about how understand how you'll die? Like by understanding your 8th house. There's also like Pluto and Scorpio placements. There's stuff to do with Pluto and Scorpio, but like, if you look at whatever house whatever sign your 8th house is in, that can give you some idea of like how you're going to die. Or some type of way. So for example, I'm Gemini. So it might be my airways, choking or not breathing, or just simply stopping breathing while I sleep, or an asthma attack or something like that. So it is, I think it can help you. I think it can give you insight, right? I mean, if I know that I could possibly die of smoking cigarettes, I won't do that, right? Oh, the details of the time you were born were lost. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, remove the mystery box. So I'll just show you guys the mystery box. Some people are asking. Next week it'll look completely different. I just had 12 of these I made. Last week I had 4 and it was awesome. This week there were 12. So check this out. This it might come with pendulums, tarot decks, crystals, jewelry that I make for you. You'll get a specific handwritten reading that explains why these crystals are in here, like, and how to use them, and maybe even positive affirmations to say while you're using them. So there's a lot of like small tidbits of education on how to use crystals, overcoming your block chakras, whatever is specific to you. I've had some people that were like a lot of throat chakra work. I had some people a lot of heart chakra work. Some were sacral. I've had people like, after I looked at the boxes, I was like, wow, like your guides are really telling you that this is the area you need to focus on. So, I remember we have the same birthday. So now I'm nervous. I don't want to choke or suffocate. Now listen, just because we have the same birthday doesn't mean that our 8th house is in the same place. So for example, it could just mean smoking, like your airways are just sensitive, or you might stop breathing, in your sleep. I mean, that's a good way to go, right? So, I mean, if anything, that's maybe how I would want to go. Just stop breathing in my sleep. Yeah, I don't smoke. No cigarettes. Cigarettes have been like, had this like aversion to the smell of them my entire life. So, something has always told me to stay away from cigarettes. I think that we intuitively know how we're going to die. I think we intuitively know, because I've had so many people that looked it up and they were like, wow, I've always felt a connection to this, or, you know, vice versa or something like that. So, but, okay. So guys, I have about 8 minutes left if you would like to purchase a reading. And it'll get you a regular price reading. 3 to 8 minutes is normally $44, but I'll have them on special for another 8 minutes for $22. Thank you for everybody who purchased a crystal box. I will be like busting them out this week. And just know I'm going to be live tomorrow. I'm also going to be live Thursday to connect with you guys. Maybe do some more readings. I won't have any more boxes this week. Oh, sending you so much hugs. Woo! Oh, did you guys know like that when you hug yourself, like the feeling of hands on your back releases endorphins. So if you're having a rough time, give somebody else a hug if they're having a bad day, or even hug yourself. The feeling of the hands around you releases endorphins in your body, in your brain. Okay. Hey Cosmos, nice to see you too. So just know that there's a lot of psychology that we can use to our advantage. All right. All right, Carla, message for you, Carla. What do you need to know? Make the higher connection. That's what I heard. You have to make a higher connection. Okay. You're being called, your sister. You're a healer. You're like your sister. Have the strength, she says. She sends me this for you. Control, discipline, self-mastery. Have a great day, Irene. Thank you for being in here. Thank you so much for purchasing, guys. So, Carla, strength. Look at that infinity symbol in there. I told you this. You guys are connected on a deeper level. Okay? Carla, you know this is your calling. We got the same birthday. My birthday is 6/9. There's something about that, having a 9. Have a great week, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, guys. I will be leaving in a couple of minutes. We'll do one more reading. Marlo. One more reading, guys. Have faith, Marlo. You got the star card. Anything is possible when you get the star card. Okay? Anything. So this is anything. I feel like anything is possible. And I'm also getting this idea of renewal. So if you have an idea of like, let's just say you're starting a project or you've had a project going for a long time and it's not to where you want. Let it go. Start over. I feel like there's this energy of letting go and starting over, and you're going to find faster success. Okay? Oh yeah, thanks Billy Sean. Add numbers of your birthday is your life number. Yes. So, I'm sorry, we'll get back to you, Marlo. Start fresh in some areas. It'll feel good. Like your angels are like, I know it's kind of like scary. Like there's like this kind of like this fear that comes up. Like, what if? Let it go. Because I feel like there's energy with old stuff. You know? And we got to let that go. Because it's no longer good for your higher good. All right, babe? So if I book a full reading, can we explore that more? Will you remember what you just told me? And it's, you know, what I like to say this. I don't know if I will remember exactly what I just told you, but if it's a message, it's a message from your guides. So it will come back through. Like me connecting to your name, they bring everything back to me. And it's weird. It's like doing missing persons. I can do a missing persons case a year ago and then forget the name, and somebody tells me a name and then I start getting the same reading again. It's because it's spiritual. It's energy. It's meant for you. So I don't have to remember it. It will come back. I promise. But yeah, I do have coaching. I would recommend doing a coaching reading. It's a little bit longer, a little bit cheaper than mediumship reading one-on-ones. And if you just go on my bio and see the flame candles, just keep scrolling till you see like the, any of the mentoring or coaching or psychic abilities, doing that, and then kind of tell me what you want to look at or what you want to do during the reading. And then we can, I can like master that 20 minutes and tailor it just to you. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I am so grateful and appreciative that you were here with me today. I am looking forward to doing these crystal boxes for you. And guess what? I'm going to be here tomorrow to connect with you guys, whether I do readings or not. I'll always do free readings for you on here during those times that I'm on live. So I look forward to connecting with you guys again tomorrow about the same time. Okay. So, maybe we'll do like the highest tipper gets a free reading, a long reading or something like that. I'll see. But I'm sure I'll have some more messages for you guys tomorrow. But for now, take care, Dominique. We're gonna do a reading for you, babe, just to head out. Yes, all light and love to all of you, and have a wonderful day. And I want you to look at the positive things. Try to bring home more positive than negative today. And even if you have to just forget about it, you know. So Dominique, what do you need to know, Dominique? Okay, so it's very possible that Dominique, you might have some conflict coming into your life. And I feel like this is, a deep-rooted trigger, and it's going to be this is some deep shit, Dominique, okay? I'm sorry I'm saying it all over the place, but I feel like the trigger is from childhood when you were made to rival for attention. You had to rival for attention. You had to. There was a lack of adult attention and you had to rival for it. You have to realize that some of the behaviors and triggers that are going on right now is asking you to heal that rivaling from childhood. Okay? And it may even look at like rebellion too, like rebelliousness. If you, I got the Hierophant in reverse. So like it may come out as like, you may say you had a rebellious year, rebellious time. That's where that comes from. That's that conflict, okay? Of having to rival for attention. Okay? That's where you have to heal. Okay, babe? All right, guys, I am headed out. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like a reading, click the link in my bio. I just have one more minute where I have my readings half off. So you can go ahead and click that. And the readings are returned within 48 to 72 hours. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate all of you so much. Dominique, as always. Billy, you've been here the whole time and you have been so attentive and you've been giving some great feedback. So thank you. And thank to all of you. Katie, thank you so much for being here during my live. I'm going to have to message you on the side to see if I can get a box to you, girl. Okay. I know I don't ship to Canada, but we might figure it out. All right. Thank you so much. Wait, will I win the Powerball this week? No. Sorry, that's what came through. Bye guys. Love you so much. I appreciate you. Bye guys. And as always, you can always watch these lives get uploaded onto YouTube. To find my YouTube channel, click the link in my bio, scroll to the bottom, and you will be directed right to my YouTube channel. Okay? It's called The Meta Movement. Thanks so much.